Today we are going to talk about Billy Beane's last stand, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kidfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time, and today we are going to talk about Oakland Athletics' Billy Beane's last stand in relation to Kyler Murray. But first, Hunter Henry is going to play for the Los Angeles Chargers. Austin Kendall committed to North Carolina. Lincoln Riley is getting head coaching interest from the Yankees. Jalen Hertz will play wide receiver in 2019. Spot the truth there, man. And if you can spot the truth, you're qualified to listen to the rest of this video. Okay, come on now, keep it 100 and let everybody know what's going on with you instead of throwing stuff at the wall, all right? Now, according to Bob Nightingale, the Oakland Athletics have a contingent that is heading to see Kyler Murray at perhaps an undisclosed location to try to convince him to forego the NFL and play baseball for them. Now, for those of you that still live under that same rock that you have for the last 2 years, you know that Kyler Murray, or you don't know that Kyler Murray, went number 9 overall in the Major League Baseball draft in 2018 to the Oakland Athletics. They signed him to a contract of $4.66 million, gave a little bit of it to him up front. He gets a lot of it when he reports to spring training on February 15th, which everybody, including Billy Beane and Kyler Murray, expect him to do. Now, with the NFL early draft entry deadline approaching in the next, 2 days, everybody wants to know what Kyler Murray is going to do. We know that the man is enrolled in classes, but that could mean much of anything. Could mean he wants to finish out his degree, do some online classes. Could mean that he wants to attend school on campus and play college football. It could also just mean, hey, he was always enrolled and be smart to enroll just because. Now, if you're Billy Beane, you don't really have a lot to stand on here. You have the money, yeah, you have baseball, but you also perhaps can say, hey, we're going to roll out the red carpet for you because you're Kyler Murray and you are our number 1 overall pick for the Oakland Athletics. And we really do believe you could be the next Mike Trout. We really do believe you could be the next Andrew McCutchen. You have that kind of ability, but we need you to commit to playing baseball full time to reach it because you are behind in at-bats. And folks who know from baseball know that it's about reps. It's about doing the same thing over and over and over millions of times over the course of your lifetime. And for a guy like Kyler Murray, who quite frankly took some years off from playing baseball, you don't get those at-bats back, which means that you will have to depend on your work ethic and your precise practice and your talent to get you back to good, whereas other guys who've been playing baseball full time are ahead of you when we're talking about reps. So Billy Beane is going to try to walk in there and do his best Blake impersonation. I hope he brought the brass balls with him because, again, I just don't see how this guy is going to be able to convince Kyler Murray to not at least put his name in the draft, especially when the Oakland Athletics have said we expect him to put his name in the draft. Now, drafted does not mean play. We know that. But we also perhaps have a line on him to come back to Oklahoma and play football, which also kind of messes up the train of quarterbacks because you have Austin Kendall who put his name in the transfer portal, and no, he's not committed to North Carolina. He's not committed to anywhere. If you believe what J.C. Sherbert has reported, and J.C. Sherbert's not in the business of throwing stuff against the wall, he's talking to Duke. But on OUinsider.com, we also know that he's talking to TCU. Look, he could talk to anybody. That's what the transfer portal is for. Same thing with Jalen Hertz, who apparently visited Maryland and visited Oklahoma, and maybe we'll visit Miami by the end of this video when it airs. But hey, man, nobody knows anything for sure. We only know what we can report, and we can report we get from sources. And our sources, we trust them. But here's the point, man. All of the dust is going to settle soon, not later. So just wait on it. This is all wildly entertaining because everybody is in this position for the first time. Nobody's had a guy like Jalen Hertz want to grad transfer at the level that he has. Nobody's had a national championship quarterback like that say at the end of the season, I'm going to find somewhere else to play. And I think you know why he wants to be at Oklahoma. The quarterback is Oklahoma. You know that Lincoln Riley can take quarterbacks and turn them into Heisman winners, especially transfers. And for folks that don't believe that Jalen Hertz is a good NFL caliber quarterback, he'd have an opportunity to show that with a season of passing for 4,000 yards at Oklahoma, and he'd be in a position to do it not just with the offense and Lincoln, but with the assets Oklahoma has to play with. I think this is all really, really cool, especially when we're talking about Kyler Murray and what he's going to do, and we're all going to figure out what this means sooner rather than later. All right, that's it for me. Deuces.